This trans activist is one of the most insufferable ones, and today I want to talk about why. First, let's watch some of his videos.
Hooking up with straight men just hits different. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm used to being out and about at this time, but it feels different. When I was a gay boy, it was like, look at me with another gay boy, being an ally to the community. And now I'm not an ally. I guess I'm a traitor. I feel like I'm behind enemy lines. I've infiltrated a group I don't belong to, and I'm learning their secrets.
What do you mean when you were a gay man? In past tense. You're still a gay man. And there's nothing straight about a man sleeping with you. Someone in the comments wrote exactly what I just said, and here's James' response.
We all had a lot of thoughts on whether that guy from last night actually was straight, and I have thoughts too. Not to defend straight men, but a lot of them understand that trans women are women, so being attracted to me doesn't challenge their understanding of their sexuality. And a lot of trans women find it affirming that straight men see us as women and are attracted to us for it.
I'm honestly quite impressed of how you can spew so many lies in just 10 seconds. Like every single thing that comes out of your mouth is a lie. How do you do it? How can you lie in every single sentence? It's crazy. And it must be a form of talent, not a good one, a positive one. I think your confidence is so unbelievable when you're claiming to be a trans woman. Trans woman where? What on earth makes you trans? Your thin long hair? The last time I checked, claiming a man with long hair is not a real man, is not a man at all. It's quite offensive to claim. And the last time I checked, it would be offensive for a straight man to go up to a lesbian and claim he's a lesbian too, so she should sleep with him. Your sexual orientation is not determined by other people's self-identification. If the dick won't get hard, the dick won't get hard, and it doesn't care about what someone claims to be. The dick will always know, and someone can't just change their opinion about what a woman is to make the dick hard. A man's dick won't get hard just because the man chooses to be more open-minded when it comes to trans people.
To put it bluntly, just because a guy's sucking my dick, it doesn't mean that he's gay. I've been with a lot of straight men that do it because it's a way that they pleasure the woman that's in front of them. But they wouldn't do it for a gay boy because they're not attracted to men.
That's what I'm talking about. Everything you say is a lie. And you don't spew small lies. They're obvious lies. You're literally the type of person that would say, the weather is so bad today it's raining, when the truth is, the sun is out and there are no clouds. Or you could hold a banana and say, this is a pear. A man has to be gay, or at least bi, to sleep with someone like you. And when I say he has to be at least bi, it's not because you are something in between the two genders. It's because a bisexual man also sleeps with men. Manly men, or men who look like men in general. You are in that category. The men who sleep with you are not straight. It's so insane for you to claim that the men who sleep with you wouldn't sleep with gay men. Yes, they would. What do you mean? Why wouldn't they? Let's just for a second buy into your whole lie that you are a trans woman, you are not a man, they, she, they, whatever. Gay men still look like you. So if someone is attracted to you, they're also attracted to gay men.
Specific sexual acts don't define sexualities, and nor do genitalia.
Claiming genitalia do not define sexual orientation. It's not only untrue, it is super homophobic. Because it debunks or it erases homosexuality. The women who are lesbians are it because they are not attracted to penises. They're not attracted to men. But you're saying, activists like you are saying that it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter what a person has in between their legs. And I think it's disgusting. It's not progressive if you take a look at the real definition. It's an attack and harassment. You're harassing lesbians when claiming they should be attracted to trans women who still have their penises. Because according to the woke communities, if a penis is attached to a trans woman, the penis is suddenly a woman's penis. A woman's body part.
I think some of these comments were not really meant to challenge his sexuality so much as they were to discredit my womanhood. It's not appropriate for you or me to define somebody else's sexuality or their gender.
James, it's both. People are questioning this man's sexual orientation, and they're also dismissing your womanhood. Dismissing that you're a woman. People don't believe this man is straight because you're not a woman. So, it's both. The irony is how trans activists like you are the ones trying to define other people's sexual orientation. Or rather, redefine, because again, if the definition of what it means to be a woman changes just to include men, then the people who are attracted to women have to be attracted to men as well. This is very dominating and sexist behavior. And James here is acting extremely dominant. He really wants to get his lies forced down your throats.
Where this gets complicated is somebody else might have those same experiences and attractions but consider themselves bisexual or pansexual or heteroflexible is a big one these days. Who am I to put you in a box? Who am I to say that our limited sexuality nomenclature somehow defines the entire breadth of human experience?
But that's exactly what you're doing right now. You are putting people into boxes. You're wrongfully labeling people as straight when they're not. That is, oh my god. This is why he's so insufferable. The obvious lies.
But on a personal level, it is complicated for me. Is my body being used as a scapegoat for somebody's closeted queerness? Is loving someone who's transgender inherently a queer act, especially when you consider the history of criminalizing same-sex attraction? Is anyone actually straight? And I ask myself a lot, what matters more, the label or how this person treats me? If he understands what is required of him to be with a trans woman and I feel good, doesn't matter what the label is, does it?
Right, because you don't care about anyone else but yourself. So, we got it. You're like, as long as I'm happy and you treat me right, which I will never tell you how to because the definition keeps changing, I don't care about others. I don't care. I would wrongfully label them as anything because me. I believe James here is a pathological liar. A pathological liar is someone who lies compulsively or habitually, often without a clear reason or benefit. Their lies can be elaborate and convincing, and they may lie even when it would be easier to tell the truth, or when there's no obvious gain. Sounds like James to me, but I will say it is obvious why he lies. It starts with the letter M. He's probably doing all this for money, for attention, and maybe because it feels good to be so dominating and so insisting. Who knows? James is also one of those trans activists who believe that we should medicalize gender-confused children with puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones. When he talks about that topic, he also lies, claiming it's not harmful when it clearly is. I just want to say that not all trans activists are like James, are as insufferable as James, so dominant and aggressive in their activism. Some, if not most activists believe in the rhetoric. You will find a lot of videos on the internet of men claiming to be women, and I don't think they're all necessarily pathological liars. I think some actually believe, are convinced that there are women trapped in men's bodies. And it's impossible for me to know for sure what people's intentions are and what they deal with, what's in their heads, but sometimes people just have a certain vibe that says it all.
I must be doing something right today because a man in a sporty car just swung by, opened up his window, and asked me if I had a number he could call. Apparently he thought I was a call girl walking around just being myself, which I thanked him for the compliment and let him know I wasn't that kind of girl, but I find that pretty hilarious, really.
The man I just showed you seems to be a lot more delusional than James. I actually don't think James is delusional. I think he's just a liar. But no matter if trans activists are innocent, delusional, or if they're aggressive and dominant, and they're liars, we should call them out. We should debunk their claims over and over again, because if we don't, if no one will do it, these few crazy people will have a lot more power and will destroy women's spaces and children's bodies. That's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, remember to hit subscribe and the notification bell. I love you all, and I cannot wait to read your comments down below. Peace out.